Hello and welcome to the replay. Hello everybody. I'm just going to wait just a second to see if I have any more viewers coming in tonight. I know this was kind of a last minute live, but I hope that some people are able to tune in to see what I've got going on tonight. It's not going to be scary. It's kind of a fun project. So let's see if we have any viewers. I see that I have one watching tonight. If you are on live with me and can hear my voice and see my face, please say hello so that I know everything's working properly. I look like I'm totally sunburned in my computer where I can see myself, and that's really, I'm not that red. I just got back from vacation and I did get some tan, but I don't think I'm really this burnt. Let's hope not anyway, right? Must be just the bad lighting in here. All right, whoever you are, can you please say hello? If you are just popping in, can you just say hello so that I know you can hear my voice? I would appreciate that. Hi, Rebecca. Can you hear my voice? Hi there. All right, I'm just checking to make sure that everything's working properly and that we can see and hear each other. Let me just move this a little bit closer. There we go. All right. So, well, yes, this is kind of a last minute live. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get to this today. I had to take my little senior citizen dog to the vet today, and I was kind of nervous that I was going to get some really bad news, but it wasn't so bad. We found a lump under his belly, and it grew really quickly and was kind of scary. So I took him in, and they're going to remove the lump, and hopefully that's the end of it. He's almost 17 years old, so he's not a spring chicken anymore, but he's my baby, and I've had him since he was about this big, and it's going to break my heart if anything happens to him. But he's lived a good long life regardless, so I guess that's good. So let's see. All right, so I'm going to get started showing you my project for the night. Thank you, Rebecca. Looks like everything's good. So tonight, part of the reason I'm doing this is because I was on vacation and I haven't had a chance to make a sample myself of the project workshop that I'm working with this week. So I have some people coming in tomorrow night and also on Wednesday morning to do this project with me. And of course, it's always a good idea to have a sample, right? So anyway, I'm excited because it's a really cute project. So first of all, I am going to switch my camera so that you can see what I am seeing. Let's see if I can do, oops, hold on. Okay, let's see, hold on, bear with me 1 second while I figure this all out. I should be able to see this and that. There we go. That worked pretty well. This needs to go towards me just a smidge, and this needs to go up that way a little bit. All right, I can readjust that as I need to. So anyway, this is a brand new Surface by Couture that I am super excited to work with. This is my first time using it. It is called an Odette. It's a reusable chalkboard style surface. So one of the first things you're going to notice is that it's not black like our normal chalkboards, but it is white. And this is going to be really fun to work with because we've never had, I guess we have had a one white chalkboard before, but I'm super excited about this. I love that it's got decorative edges on it, the black frame, And I think it's going to be perfect for the project that we're doing tonight, which involves Halloween. So what else I'm going to show you about the back of this board is that it does come with some very nice hangers. So you always want to remember to keep your hanger either on the top or the side, the long side. If you're hanging it this way, it can be hung either direction. And I have made the mistake of chalking on the wrong end before, and it's not the end of the world. You can usually make it work, but it's always best to have your hanger on the right end, right? So the transfer that we're working tonight is called Spirit of Halloween, and I think it is adorable, and I'm really excited to work with it. So this is going to be my transfer of the day. If it is something that you would like, please write hashtag Spirit of Halloween in the comments, and I will be sure that you can get one of these. I'm also going to be using 3 different colors of chalk paste. The first is Grape Soda. This is a super pretty purple color that I think is going to look really nice for Halloween. I'm also using this color here is Orange Peel. And I'm also using this paste here, I should probably close it, called Black Velvet. So we've got Black Velvet, Orange Peel, and Grape Soda, which I think is going to be super, super pretty on this board. So the technique that I'm going to show you tonight is the chalk and peel method, and it is one that I use all the time. And you know, some people will whip through this putting all their colors on at once. For me, it doesn't work. I'm a little more, I guess I'm kind of messy, but I'm also meticulous about getting things where they need to be. So I think this is going to be helpful for others that are a little bit slower with the chalk or using multiple colors, a technique that I really, really enjoy using. So if you are just coming in, please say hello and let me know where you're from. If you are a first-time viewer, write first. So our packages come resealable, and this is a good thing because you can put your transfer back into this protective envelope after you've used it, washed it, dried it, cleaned it. And as you know, whenever I start one of my projects, I always find a Sharpie marker. They're here somewhere. And I write on the back. I keep forgetting the name of this one again. Yep, Spirit of Halloween. So I'm just going to write Spirit of Halloween on the back. And there is a good reason for this. Actually, there's several really good reasons to do this. First of all, when you remove the silkscreen transfer from the carrier sheet, you've used it, you've washed it, you dried it, you want to put it back on the carrier sheet to keep it safe and keep it smooth. And I write on the back of the carrier sheet so that I remember not to attach the transfer back on the back side. The reason is the back side of it is kind of a dull finish, while the inside of the other side of this carrier sheet is shiny and slick, kind of like the back of a sticker, so that this will stick back on there perfectly without sticking too hard. If you happen to stick it to the wrong side of your transfer, it can be really, really difficult, if not impossible, to remove. So it's always a good idea to write the name of the transfer on the back so that you remember not to attach it to that side. I also will put my initials on there so that I know that is my carrier sheet. That's a good idea, especially if you're working with a group of people. You want to be sure that you get your stuff back. Hello, Maria. Thanks for joining me tonight. So I am looking for, just coming back from vacation, and my stuff is everywhere. Where did I put that? Here it is. Okay. So what I'm going to do, first of all, is remove my transfer from the carrier sheet. The easiest way to do that is to just take your thumb and roll it along the top edge of your transfer, and it peels off just like this. I've seen people struggling trying to get their transfers off of the carrier sheets, and it's really pretty easy once you figure out how to do that. So it's marked, it is ready for when I'm done. I'm just going to put that to the side. So the first thing that you're going to notice if you haven't used our transfers before is that they are super sticky. See that? So what you should do before you use a brand new transfer on a chalkboard or any other surface is called fuzzing. And fuzzing essentially is attaching your sticky transfer to something that might pick up some fibers like your t-shirt or your jeans. We also have a handy dandy fuzzing towel just for that purpose. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay this on top of my fuzzing towel and give it a nice little rub. Hey Joni, how are you tonight? Give that a little rub, and that'll pick up some of the fibers from the towel. What it does is it just softens the adhesive so that it doesn't stick quite as tight as it might. If it's super tight, sometimes you run a risk of stretching your transfer. These are reusable. You can use them many, many, many times. So you want to take really good care of them. And that is one of the best things that you can do to be sure that you're not going to stretch your transfer. So I'm just going to place this on my surface. There's a little bit of chalk dust floating around in here. And I'm going to leave a little bit of extra space at the top because I'm going to put something there. Well, this is kind of easy to line up, I guess, because I can use these little corners as a guideline. So I've got that down. And my plan, the reason that I put it a little bit not centered is because I want to use one of these small transfers, maybe the witch hat up at the top or a pumpkin. This is called Let's Get Wicked, and it's a cut apart transfer. There's 12 different little Halloween icons on each square, and you cut them apart and use them all over the place. Hello, how are you tonight? So after you got your transfer in the place that you want it, I always recommend that you go over the design with a squeegee. If you have any air bubbles or bumps, you're going to feel them. You're also going to hear them crackle if you have air in there. You want to make sure that your transfer is down nice and tight and smooth, and it'll be ready to roll. Okay, that feels pretty good. Now you're going to notice that I wasn't like pushing too hard. You just want to make sure that it's tight, but not like super tight, if that makes any sense. So please say hello if you're just joining us. Let me know where you're from. And we are going to get working on this really super cute project. So my plan is I'm going to do all of the areas that I want in purple first. So I'm going to do the word spooky. I've kind of planned this a little bit, spooky. I'm going to do the word treat. I'm going to do haunted houses. All of those things in purple. Yes, purple. And I might even do a little bit of ghost in purple too. I'm going to go back and do ghost though. So we're going to start with purple. And when you first open your jar of paste, the first thing you're going to want to do is give it a very, very good stir. Oh, look, I'm dropping chalk dust everywhere here. Okay. So I have these little makeup applicators that I've had for about 2 years that I got just when I joined Couture. And we didn't have stirring sticks at the time. Couture has their own stirring sticks now, which is really nice. We have our own branded ones. But you're going to want to stir up your transfers. If you don't have a stirring stick or a makeup stick like this, you can also use like a plastic knife or the end of a plastic fork. Something that is non-wooden, because if you use like a popsicle stick, it absorbs the moisture in your chalk, and you want to be sure that you keep it nice and moist. Your chalk should be about the consistency of cake batter. This is more like brownie batter, so I'm going to give it a little drink. Hello, Christina. Did I hear from you this week, the last couple days? From Cairo, Georgia. Welcome, welcome. So I've just used a little spray bottle to water this, to add a little water to this to smooth it out just a little bit. I don't want it too thick. You don't want it too thin, but it should be about the consistency of like a cake batter or sour cream, whichever you prefer. Just not brownie batter, because that's too heavy. Okay, so this is good. I did stir this up a little bit before I came on. I was waiting to get started. So I played with it a little bit. And I'm going to use one of my smaller squeegees to go after these places. So what I'm using to apply the chalk is a small rubber squeegee. And these come in, I think, 4 different sizes. This is our smallest size. I'm working with a lot of detail in here, so I wouldn't want to use anything too big. I don't know if you can see right here, but there's 2 little stars that could get in the way of my larger squeegee, so I'm going to be real careful and apply some of this chalk. So this goes on wet. It dries hard in a matter of minutes, so you do have to work pretty quickly. And when it is dry, it is hard, so you can rub your hands over it. It won't smudge or smear. but it is water soluble. So when you want to wash the design off and change this into another holiday or another season or all occasion design, you just spray it down with water and it scrubs right off. I'm just going to show you one little tool that I have. If you are a chalk lover, you will love these. These are called board erasers, and they're for washing off your chalkboards if you want to change them, but they're also really great for washing off your transfers, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. If you are just coming in, please say hello, and if you wouldn't mind, share this video so others can learn about Couture. And the transfer of the day that I'm working with, if you would like one, is called Spirit of Halloween. I cannot remember the name of this for the life of me. So I'm just going to scoop up a healthy little portion of that purple, and I'm going to spread it all over the word spooky. I'm going to start with this, and I'm going to leave it just a little bit thick for now. You don't have to cover the whole transfer. You're just covering the areas that are open that you're going to want to have purple. So I'm avoiding those little stars there. Make sure that you can see what I'm doing. It's not very hard at all. It is really fun. Most people find this very relaxing and therapeutic, as do I. That is why my VIP group is called Susan's Chalk Therapy. One of my customers called it that, and I said that's perfect. That is perfect. So if you are not a member of my VIP group, you are not an instructor, a designer already, please write VIP in the comments, and I'll be sure to pop you in there so that you can see about some of the special things that happen in there. I just got finished with a Christmas in July sale. Super fun. My gosh, those girls got some bargains. Let's see. Okay, so I'm putting a nice thick coat of this. And you guys, really, this is about like buttering toast. It's super easy. Buttering toast is the comparison I always use because that's what I think it feels like. Now I'm going to do haunted houses. And I'm leaving this thick, as I was saying before, because if it's too thin, it'll dry so fast. I won't have a chance to finish with it. So I'm going down, just pulling this down. You can go up, down, sideways, doesn't matter as long as you've got that design covered. Hello, Laddie. Is that how you say your name? Laddie? Lady Laddie? I like it. From Arizona. Welcome, welcome. I'm going out to Arizona in January or February for our Chalk Leadership Convention. I've never been there. I believe it's in Sedona. Have you ever been there? Okay. All right, so this is all covered. Do you want me to zoom in so you can see a little bit better? I'm just going to zoom in just a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. Bear with me. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, so as you can see, I have a nice thick coat all over this design. And what I'm going to do next is take my squeegee and go back over the design and scoop off all that excess. It goes right back in the jar so that you can use it for another project. There is very, very little waste. And that's one of the things I love about this. I don't have to worry about like feeling wasteful. Okay, I've got one line kind of going through the middle here that I want to grab. I'm going to go after the other guys, and this is where you have to be aware of how much time you're taking to actually work this piece, because it does dry quickly. If it dries quickly and you don't pull it off before while it's still wet, the transfer will pull the paste off with it when you pull it off. And that's not the end of the world, because you can usually fix anything. So sometimes when I'm doing my lives, I have mistakes that happen, and you know what? I think it's good because I can go back and show you how to fix those things anyway. So that looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do now, I'm covered with purple, is I'm going to take from the corner, I'm going to pull the transfer up and try to grab it right from the center and give it a pull. I'm going to pull this right off. Sedona is beautiful. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. There we go. Looks pretty good, you guys. We're doing good. All right, I am just gonna cover that purple and get my dryer out. So this is gonna dry in just a minute. You're gonna have to bear with me while I run my hair dryer for a couple of seconds, and then we will do the next color. So that was just a regular hair dryer that I was using, and as I was saying, this dries super quickly. It is dry already, and I'm going to take my transfer back out. From South Carolina. I was just there last week in Myrtle Beach. I love it there. It was super hot though. Oh my goodness. We camp on the beach. We have a glamper there that we leave all the time, and it's really fun to be able to go. So I should probably tell you what I'm doing as I'm doing it, right? What I'm doing is I am lining up the purple that I already did with the transfer, so it is in exactly the same place, and that was pretty easy. I'm going to go back over, and the next color I'm going to do is going to be, I think I'm going to do the orange next. So I'm going to do those words and then go back and finish it all up with black. So that's how you do the paste and peel method. What do you think? Could you do it? It's really super easy. Okay, get this all down nice and tight. All right. So I'm going to do Halloween, trick or just the word trick. And then I'm going to do jack-o'-lanterns in orange. So 3 more things in orange. You ready? So this one I have also given a star join. Welcome, welcome. I will send you some information a little bit later after this show. I've been with Couture for a little less than 2 years. It'll be 2 years in October. Honestly, I went in like, I really don't think I'm going to like this, but oh my gosh, it's been amazing. My friend talked me into it. You know how that is. This one needs a little drink too. I'm just going to give it some water and stir that up so it's a nice cake batter consistency. And we'll be ready to go again. Where in South Carolina are you? I'm afraid I'm going to say your name wrong. Minash? I'm so sorry. I'm terrible at that. Whereabouts are you from? In South Carolina, my happy place. Okay, the orange is stirred. I have my squeegee, and we are ready to go. Halloween, trick, and jack-o'-lanterns. And I've got it covered with dust again. So I'm just going to grab some on the squeegee. Again, it goes on wet. I've already got it all over my hand. I guess a true artist would not do a project without having stuff on their hands though, right? Okay. All right, so here we go with the orange. Again, I'm going to start with Halloween. And I do have some bats and stars I need to work around here carefully. Yikes. Yeah, it's really tight here. I do have another squeegee I could use, but I'll just do it. I got it. I got this, right? Okay, and again, I'm going to leave this kind of heavy and come back and scrape it off after I've got everything covered. So the squeegee just kind of pushes the chalk through the screen. There is a silk screen that runs through the whole design. And a lot of people ask me, well, what's the difference between a transfer and a stencil? And the answer is the screen that runs through the whole design. That allows you to have a much more detailed design than you would with a stencil. Oh, that's okay. Thought I ran into my purple, but it's safe. Safe. Okay, so leave that thick there. This is a little thinner than the last batch I did with the purple, but that's okay. Hello, Miss Angela. How are you tonight? If you guys are just coming in, be sure to say hello. Let me know where you're from. And tell me what your favorite Halloween candy is. How about that? Gotta talk to me. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself. So what is your favorite Halloween candy? Can you believe we're talking about Halloween? I got up this morning and it was 55 degrees outside. I was like, what? Too early for that. So, okay, go down the bottom and do the last part here. We are doing the paste and pull method. Super good for people like me who cannot work fast enough to do a whole project at one time. Okay, we're getting there. You probably can't see what I'm doing. Let me move my board up a little bit. Okay, we're just finishing up the jack-o'-lanterns here, and then we'll be ready to remove the excess paste with the squeegee and put it right back in the jar. Hello from Kentucky. I don't know if I've ever been to Kentucky. Okay, very good. We're going to go back in and scrape all the excess chalk off. Trying to avoid the Halloween bats and stars that are on here. But even if I get one of them, it's okay because I can fix it. Famous last words, right? I can fix that. There we go. So when you're scraping the excess off, you should probably be able to see the design underneath it pretty clearly. Most of the time that's true. Okay, almost done up here. A little bit there, a little bit there. Go across here. And down bottom, let me get rid of that. There we go. You can see a little better. Taking off the excess, back in the jar. There we are. Okay, you ready? We're going to pull this up again. And we should have a beautiful design. It's always exciting when you pull them off, especially when they look really good. This one does. It looks really good. Come on. There we go. Ta-da! What do you think? Sweet tarts, really? I'm a chocolate girl. I love my Kit Kats. Okay, let me cover my jar and then I'm going to dry this up. Because when this is exposed to the air, it will it'll dry pretty quickly. If it does, you can spray it with water and it'll reconstitute itself if you keep stirring it and working it in. So I'm going to spray this, I'm going to dry this up quickly with my hairdryer and we'll move on to the next color. Nobody else has a favorite Halloween candy. Come on now. I know you do. Okay, I'm just scraping off a little part that I know I got where the stars are going to go. I remember one lady in our neighborhood, God, I hope she's not watching, but she worked for a cosmetic company, and one year she threw little bars of soap in all the kids' Halloween bags. They could not believe their eyes. There's always one neighbor, right? Okay, so I'm going to line this up again, and we're going to start working the pieces that will be black. So make sure that is super dry, and it sure is. So I'm just going to slide this on until I can line up the words. Almost there already. That was pretty fast. Yeah, not quite. Try that again. You can get one of the words, usually the other ones follow pretty quickly. Come on now. I think I've got it. Okay, that's good. So all of the other areas that we have left are going to be black. So I have a question for you all. You give out pretzels. Oh, boo. No. As long as they're dipped in chocolate, I'd eat them. Popcorn balls. Oh, you like sweet tarts, huh? Guess that's never been my favorites. But I wouldn't mind having some. What about Mary Jane's? Do you like those? Some people give those crazy little old-fashioned candies out. So I'm just going to smooth this over again and make sure there are no air bubbles, bumps, or folds in my transfer. And we will be ready to start on the black. All right, so we're doing Black Cats, the word or, October 31st. And then I think we'll do something really cool with the word ghost after. So I'm going to grab my black. So with this one, I have some really tiny areas to get into. And I think what I'll do is, where is that? I'm going to use this. This is called a multi-tool. And it's got a very small squeegee on one end. These are for stirring up your chalk paste. Also, like I said, for doing tight areas. This area here is curved. Can you see that? It is curved so that you can clean the inside edges of your jar. You want to keep your edges kind of clean if you can, and that helps a lot. All right, so my question. I did have a question for you guys. I have this set of transfers right here that I like to use. I'm going to put one design up at the top here. So I'm thinking I don't want to use more words because we've already got a lot. But we've got a skull, a pumpkin, a witch hat, a candy corn, and a ghost. So let me know which one of those you think would look the cutest right up here on the top. I'm going to zoom my camera back out a little bit. So, wrong way. Not so tight. Don't get dizzy. Sorry about that. Okay, so it's going to go right about here. So let me know what you think I should use. And I'm going to get started with this black. Get through this one. What do you think of the peel and pull method? Pretty easy, huh? Just scraping that black down. A little goes a long, long way. Forgot to leave that a little bit thicker, so I'm going to plop some more on here. Did anybody get dizzy watching me zoom in and out? Sorry about that. I don't know. Technology and me. We have a love-hate relationship. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there and go in with the bigger squeegee in a minute. And October 31st, there's this cute little spider attached here. So if you guys happen to be local to me, I am offering this class, as I said, tomorrow night, as well as Wednesday morning. And I have some extra seats. If you are interested, let me know. And you can come. It will be the same project. You can use different colors if you want to, though. Okay, those are covered. Now I'm going to go in with my little tool here and get those tight spots, like right here. Oh yeah, that's much better. Sometimes I'll try to go at it with the corner of my squeegee, and it's kind of hard. This is perfect for these little spots here. All you girls in the South, are your kids in school yet? A couple of bats? Even though we have bats down here, you want some more bats? I was kind of thinking that pumpkin would be cute, but you guys can tell me what you think. Anybody else? Okay. All right. So I'm going to go back in and take the excess off. Oh, that's so tight in there. Okay, almost done. Good. after squeegee, I'll do the words. Ah! Yeah, I stuck it in another color. I just have a little plate to the side here with all my dirty squeegees and things in it. Scraping the excess off, back into the jar. Maybe we'll do something really cool on the word ghost. Get an idea for that. Pumpkin. All right, we got 1 vote for pumpkins and 1 vote for bats. Here we go. Oh, so cute. I love it. Okay, we have 2 votes. Anybody else? All right, I'm going to dry this for a second. Come back on here for a minute. You know, we could do a pumpkin with a few bats flying around it too. Ah, that would be a really cute one. All right, so here's my idea for the last part on this transfer. And if you are just coming in, be sure to say hello. And if you wouldn't mind, share my video. The more viewers I get, the happier I get. It's always good to share the love with everybody. Here we go, right where it's supposed to be. So here's my idea. I think I'm going to do a technique on the word ghost called ombre. There's something up there. And what that means is I'm going to put one color towards the top of these letters, a different color towards the bottom of these letters, then blend them together so it has sort of like an ombre effect. Boy, you guys are getting all kinds of techniques tonight. Ombre, we're getting the paste and pull, all good. So I think I'm going to do like a purple on the top of the word ghost and a black on the bottom. And then I'll show you how you can blend those and have a really cool look. Pumpkin with bat. All right. Oh no, the ghost. Oh, you guys. Let me see. See, bats, pumpkins, ghost. Pumpkin, pumpkin with bats. So far it's pumpkins with bats. Unless anybody else has anything to say, I think that's going to be cute. So I'm going to grab my purple again, my grape soda. Again, if you are interested in owning this transfer, please write hashtag Spirit of Halloween and I will get in touch with you and make sure that you get one of your own. So what I'm going to do, I'm grabbing my purple again, my grape soda, and I'm going to pull this, and I better be careful. I'm going to go just kind of run it about halfway down each of these letters. A little bit less than halfway down, I think. Okay. Such a pretty color. A little bit more. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to go back in with my black. And do the lower half of each letter. So I'm not going to let them touch. They're going to be just, the letters are not quite, the colors I should say, are not quite touching each other. And what I'll do is I'll go back in with my finger and blend them in just a minute. So, all right, we're almost done here. I'm off your screen again, aren't I? I'm so sorry. So we can see where I did the purple line, and now I'm doing the black beneath it. Go up here a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to just moisten my finger with a little bit of water. Tap most of it off, and then I'm just going to swirl my finger, just forming like a little O with my fingers. And I'm blending these colors together right along the area where I stopped. My finger's getting a little dry. too wet. Hopefully that's okay. So I'm just blending those colors there. So it's going to be a blackish purple. Okay. Now I'm going to pull this up and bring to the bust. There we go. Not bad. I had a little bit of running because my finger was too wet. I can see that, but I can fix it. So let me clean up my finger a little bit. That paper towel will go. I'm going to have black fingers for a couple days, but that's okay, right? Pumpkins with the bats. I think that's going to be perfect. Cover these. Now, let me see. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's, if I pull this up, you're going to see that where I did the word ghost, it is not perfectly clean along that top edge. And what I'll do is I'll go in with a Q-tip that is a little bit damp and clean that up a little bit. If it makes me crazy later on, what I'll do is I will lay the transfer right back on top and just do that purple part again. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, it's a little better. Okay. Ta-da-da. Let me dry that. And then we are going to finish up on the top. So be sure to share. Hello, Karen. Nice to have you. Share this video with your friends if you don't mind. This is super cute, you guys. I love it. So, again, comment me if you're interested in joining my VIP group. I do some specials in there every now and then. And if you are interested in learning more about becoming a chalk couture designer and getting paid to craft like I do, let me know. Super fun. This transfer is called Let's Get Wicked. If you are interested in that one, Let's Get Wicked. And again, this is one of the cut apart transfers. We've got pumpkins and skulls and witch hats and bats. So I think we're going to do, hey Maureen, we're going to cut the pumpkin out of here. We're going to put the pumpkin down on the top. I always get dry when I'm in this room chalking with you. I don't know why. And the bats, I'm cutting those out also. How do you like my new scissors? They are branded Chalk Couture. I'm just going to cut the cover on this guy. Alright, so here was the plan, was to put the pumpkin in the center and some bats flying around. I think this is going to be really cute, you guys. Okay, we'll start with the pumpkin, of course, and I'm going to write the word pumpkin on the back because it'll get mixed up with the other transfer backers. And bats on. I'm going to write bats on this one. And my initials also. Alright, so you guys, I just want you to see that. You can rub your hands over this and it will not damage it. If you want to take the design off, you kind of have to purpose to do that. You spray it down with water and give it a good scrub and it should come right off of this beautiful new Odette surface. So these, actually this surface is only $17.99. It's a great deal. The transfers that I'm using are both $14.99, in case you wondered. Alright, so let's put that little pumpkin right down in the middle. That's pretty good. Smooth that out. I'm going to be really obvious and just use orange here. Is that boring? I don't know. I was in Hobby Lobby today and I saw a lot of teal colored pumpkins, which was interesting. And I seem to remember that teal pumpkins represent, is it peanut allergies or gluten-free Halloween treats or something like that? I don't really know, but I remember there was something to do with that. So I'm going to take a little bit of that orange paste on my squeegee and smooth it over Mr. Pumpkin here. Now you can see that I'm using a thinner coat because I'm going to pull it right up as soon as I get it covered. Scraping off the excess. And you are done. Oh, so cute. So I'm just sticking my transfers off to the side for now. And what I'll do when I'm all done with all of these is I'll take them in my kitchen and wash them under lukewarm water. As I was saying before, I like to scrub them with my board erasers. It is perfect for cleaning your transfers. And then you're going to let it dry sticky side up. You'll notice that when you wash it and it's wet, it doesn't feel sticky anymore. But when you dry it sticky side up, it will get sticky again. And another thing you might want to do is clean both sides of your transfers when you're all done using it with a disinfectant wipe. Not a baby wipe, but a disinfectant wipe, so that will help maintain the life of your transfer. And as I was saying, you can use these over and over again, so you can make lots of gifts and all different kinds of projects with them. These, you definitely could use this for a lot of different things. So you dry that pumpkin. See how fast that dries? Oh, amazing. I don't think I fuzzed that, did I? Ah, I don't think I did. Okay, so here come the bats. And I will fuzz these, especially because they might overlap with the pumpkin. So if you're doing anything with layering or where places where the transfer might overlap an area that's already been chalked, you want to be sure that that's really nicely fuzzed so that it doesn't pull up the chalk beneath it. So nicely means, I don't know, 3 or 4 times, depends how much lint you're picking up. You can see it a little bit, but there we go. All right, I think it's ready. So I'm going to do a little bit on this side and a little bit on that side. So I'm going to work really quickly because I'm going to pull that up, put it right back down and use it again. And if you do that, if you're going to use a transfer more than once and you do it quickly, it's fine. You just can't let it dry on the transfer or you're not going to get clean lines. We like clean lines. So I guess there's no real perfect place to put this, and that spot looks pretty good, so that's going to be it. Grab a little bit of this. I'm going to move that so you guys don't have to look at that all the time. Grab some of my black and just cover that design quickly. Okay, I'm going to pull that straight off. Oh, I love it. And put it right back down over here. And I know that they're not going to be exactly perpendicular. That's okay. Okay, covered and done. Ta-da! This is really sweet, you guys. It's really, really cute. I hope you like it. All right, let me put this over here and we'll dry this up. So tomorrow I have a class coming in at 7, so I'm probably not going to be going live to do a project, but I am thinking about going live in the morning to do a little project. So I'm thinking probably like, I don't know, 8:30, 9 o'clock, pretty early. So if you'd like to join me, come on down. All right, it is done. I really like the way this looks. What do you guys think? I think it's cute, 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 cute. Well, thank you, Angela. Thanks for the ideas about the pumpkins and the bats. I think it's spectacular. So I have a couple more projects that I want to do. involving a hedgehog and a little boy's t-shirt. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I also have a kind of outdoorsy kind of project I want to do, and I also have a gift for my wonderful mother-in-law, so I hope she's not watching, but I'm going to make her something for her birthday, which is coming up really soon. So I hope you can join me for one or more of those projects. And yeah, if there's something that you would like to learn or like to see, a technique, project, let me know and we'll make that happen for you. Again, if you are interested in joining my VIP group, please write VIP in the comments. If you are interested in getting paid to craft like I do, write the word join and I'll get you some information. If you are interested in the transfer that we use today, it is called hashtag Spirit of Halloween. I don't know why I can't remember the name of it. We also have these transfers here. It's called Let's Get Wicked. We also have Odette boards. You can find them on my website, which is chalkouture.com. Let me see. Yeah, I'll put it right there. chalkouture.com/Susan. Or you can message me and I can make sure that I can get them to you myself. So I want to thank you so much for watching tonight. It was great spending time with you. Hello, Miss Karen. You just missed this adorable project. But you can watch this on the replay and let me know if you have any questions, comments, and I'll be back soon with another really fun project. Thanks for watching and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.